Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am back here with Kingdom Come Deliverance. And we are on all the Glisters in our hardcore playthrough. Hopefully you should be noticing a very big change in my voice quality. I spent the most of the day yesterday trying to figure out my issues with streaming and the volume in which my voice comes through in the videos. I've received a number of complaints since I've been streaming for a great period of time, basically saying that I need to buy a new mic. And while I appreciate the feedback, I'm not really that level of YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber that kind of does this for the fun of it, and I don't get paid for it. There are no ads on my channel, which is kind of the first clue I'm not getting paid. Second clue is I don't have 1,000 subscribers. You don't get paid until you at minimum have 1,000 subs. So yeah, I'm a long way from that. So yeah, I'm just here streaming kind of for the fun of it. A courtesy. I know I often use YouTube to find out information about games. I often watch streamers or YouTubers who might not be the biggest YouTuber, and to get their reactions on what they think of specific games. And so I appreciate people who aren't Angry Joe and who aren't Mac. And that's not to say that Mac and Angry Joe are bad. I watch Mac all the time. Mac at Worth a Buy is pretty awesome. But it's nice to get things from various perspectives, and the little guys are fun to watch and listen to sometimes too. Anyway, I'm rambling and getting off sidetracked here. I finally think I solved the voice issue, and I just want to touch on that here to explain what was going on in case maybe some other smaller YouTuber is trying to figure out how to get their voice to sound good too, or maybe I should just make an entirely separate video on that. But I'll just go over it real quick, the issue I was having. I had my mic boosted in Windows 10%, but that was causing that kind of feedback hum that you would hear. And so in order to get rid of the feedback hum people were complaining about, I turned my mic boost down to 0. But I could only turn my volume up on the mic to 100%, and I could only put it 100% in OBS, or so I thought. And so without the mic boost, which was yesterday's videos, I sounded very quiet, but no hum. So fixed one thing, but had a completely different issue where I couldn't be heard. While doing a lot of research, I found out that if you click on, there's a little cogwheel on OBS that's on the end of your volume bar, and if you open up the properties and go to this and go to that, you can actually physically set the percentage volume of your mic in OBS itself. Right now I'm at 500%. Yeah, 5 times more than what I was yesterday. And so yeah, I should be 500 times, well, I should be 5 times louder than I was yesterday. Which is consistently keeping my voice in the yellow, which is where it's supposed to be. So these videos going forward should actually sound pretty good. So with that out of the way and talked about, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the mysterious number the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2-1506 that Sexy Biscuit discovered yesterday? Well, Sexy Biscuit took the time out to email Toby of Warhorse Studios and got a reply. And the reply about the mysterious number was kind of about what I expected it would be. It was actually KCD 2-TAC 1506. So the 2-TAC 1506 was a code for a bug. And so it had nothing at all to do with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It just was a bug code that was listed on the whiteboard as priority of something that they needed to work on. So yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 confirmed? Definitely not. The bug 2-TAC 1506 being a priority, that is confirmed, and maybe Warhorse will fix that bug sometime soon. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys about that, since I did a video in reply to Sexy Biscuit, and him bringing that up. As always, he's awesome for this community. He took time to email Toby, got a response, and shared the information. So, awesome job, Sexy Biscuit. Way to do the legwork and find out the info that was on everyone's mind. Now, we are doing a Let's Play series, right? And I've done a lot of non-Let's Play talking so far. So let's get back into where we are in the game. We had just met the knight who is investigating the stolen currency, and he wants us to talk to Master Fafar, I believe. Give Ulrich's documents to Master Fafar. Okay, so that means we need to go to Rete.
Yeah.
Which is this way. Actually, since we're headed to Rete, there's a side quest that I've ran past several times now, and maybe, just maybe, it might be worth attempting to do that little side quest. That's right up here at this miller. They've caught a cumin, and the cumin knows something about some treasure or something like that. I'm not too concerned with the treasure. Just kind of want to turn them into the authorities. And the miller, he wants his share of the deal, if I remember right. This place looks deserted.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Yeah, it worked for me.
Is there any work you could give me? That depends. Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've got a bit of a problem.
I'm listening.
We've got a human captive we pulled out of the river. I've an idea what to do with him, but I need a little help. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
I'm in the service of Radzig Cobbler, and that human should be swinging from the rat-eye gallows.
Maybe, but I'm not taking him there. I don't have time. I'd rather throw him into the mill run.
I can take him there for you.
That's generous of you. And you'd just happen to get the reward for him too, wouldn't you?
No, I'll bring you the whole reward back.
Don't take it personally, but I'm just not a trusting man. Give me the money in advance and you can take him. What you do with him then is up to you.
All right, how much do you want?
I'm guessing Sir Ratzig has it in for the Cumans right now, so it won't be cheap. You'll get a great deal of money for him.
Fine, here you go.
See now, I knew we'd reach an agreement. The Cuman is in the barn. My hands will unlock it for you. Good luck to you.
50 groschen for a prisoner? It's not that bad.
So tell me, Yannick, what are you gonna...
I've come to ask about that human.
Ask away?
Interesting. I'm here for the human.
What?
The miller told me I can take him away. He's headed for the rat-eye gallows.
Right.
Don't just stand there, then. Open up.
Oh. Very well.
Mit akartok már megint? Miért nem hagysz nyugodtan megdögleni, te érzéketlen szennyzsák? Miért?
Get up. The executioner and rat-eye can't wait to meet you.
Mi? Mi történik?
Stop talking and get up.
Ah, look. I get to go to Rattay without wasting time getting there. Wait, this isn't Rattay.
Please, no, no, Ratai.
How about that? You do understand. And you don't want to go to rat-eye? If I were you, I'd feel the same way.
Please, money, underground.
Money, you say? I'm listening.
Igen, me, freedom, you money.
One moment. I'm not letting you go.
Freedom, you money.
Freedom? Not a chance. Now show me where you've hidden the money and we can carry on.
Want money?
Yes, me want money. We go. Take me to it. And then you'll get what you deserve.
feel like I'm getting led astray here. This doesn't seem right.
Már nincs messze.
Két nem látok. Megjött a mulatság.
Nesze!
Geci!
A picsába hagyd már! Elég volt!
Yeah, I wonder where he ran off to. Capture the cumin, huh? All strength, sex, agility. Petals can't carry anymore. Where did I come from? Okay, so I'm somewhere near the lodging, I think. And this is the road. That was a charcoal burner camp. This has to be this road. So, down towards the charcoal burner, then up through here. This way. There's the camp. He hasn't returned to it. Will he return to it?
For you, money! Csum... Ne! Kérlek, ne ölj meg! I'm money!
Like I believe you. I won't fall for that a second time, you Hungarian swine.
No, I money, truth!
You're crying at the wrong grave. You'll have to beg Sir Radzig for mercy at the Rat-Eye Gallows.
Yeah, he probably would have taken me to his stash the second time, but roleplay. Get your bounty from the bailiff.
Henry, I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I'm here about the Cuman.
Ah, so it was you who brought him. I suppose you've come for your reward.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, I'll tell you that. That is the first Cuman anyone's ever brought in alive. Then again, those devils don't deserve any mercy. Anyway, here's the reward for your service.
Thanks. Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ. God be with you.
Alright, got our bounty. Do need to talk to Master Vagar, but first I need to... sell some loot.
Good health to you, Henry.
I'm glad to see you.
It's all on the horse, though.
See you later.
let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Fresh bread. Come and get it. Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either.
Probably don't need pebbles parked over here, actually, but... I feel like there's parts of my disguise missing here.
How are you, Henry? Take care.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye?
Satisfied?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Okay, so it's time to change Henry's pants. Alright, time to run see the blacksmith. See Master Figart afterwards. We made a nice chunk of change out of our being ambushed. Probably more than we would have gotten if he would have taken us to his treasure.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Take care.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
Agree?
Come now, just a little more, and we have a deal.
I'll go for that.
Goodbye.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Satisfied?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread! Come on up and take a look.
Greetings. What business have you?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. It turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
Welcome.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which sadly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sassau. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Good luck then.
Welcome, Henry.
Well, thank you. Odd-looking fella. Oh, he wasn't loaded yet. Time do we have? It's before noon. Maybe I should do something during the daytime. I don't want to waste an entire day.
Yow! Learn to ride a horse, idiot.
Shut up, Miller.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't she realize that I'm saving the world right now? I can't just drop what I'm doing to come back and to go on a date with her. There's forgeries to catch.
Yeah.
You won't get away! Oh,
What you're doing? There's people walking here.
somebody help me!
Topsidiere! Fucker!
Okay, now what? I've always wondered what happens with these thieves.
You showed him.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
For Gratian, huh? Well, gee, thank you. I suppose if I loot him, it'll be considered a crime.
What is it you want here?
Not sure.
What the hell was that?
Pebbles is making friends with the chickens.
Has something happened?
Yeah.
I've never caught a thief before, and that was kind of underwhelming.
Told me to cut them down and burn them before the
Yeah.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Any chance of some work?
Well, come to think, There is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown, nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
My breath is short, my feet are sore. I'd buy a horse, but I am poor. The sun may burn, the sun may shine.
Good luck to you.
Darling mine.
That was not exactly the conversation I thought we were going to have.
Fry your fish, the fish head's best, fishy thighs and fishy breast.
My respects to you.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the Monastery Craftsman's Yard has bought out all the copper. Take care now.
Zach, you say?
Yeah.
God be with you, good sir. God be with you.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
Aha. So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do. Good luck to you.
Take care now.
If you're not working here, clear off.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had snow next.
It's always been like that, though. Anyway, if it does snow, I'll just drag the sled down.
I'm looking for whoever's in charge here.
The construction's led by Master Builder Corell. You'll recognize him easily enough. He's the only one who doesn't look like a labourer. But if you want to talk to the Overseer, then he's probably in his study at the top of the stairs in the gatehouse. Good day to you.
I'd like to look at the place where the accident happened. Do I have your permission to enter the construction site?
And what's your interest in this matter? It's not the first accident, and I'm afraid it won't be the last. These things happen. There's no cause for investigation.
But if the stone was actually poor quality, then there should be consequences, shouldn't there?
Consequences? Yes, maybe. Oh, very well. Talk to the Master Builder, and he'll tell you more.
Thank you.
But be careful. Don't interfere in their work, and don't get in the way, or you're likely to end up with a broken head yourself. God be with you.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
The Overseer sent me. You're to show me the place where the accident happened.
Like I've got time to spare to show you round. He should have done it himself. Why do you want to know, anyway?
Because of the Talmberg stone. If they really are delivering poor quality material, then there should be consequences.
I'd be interested in what kind. But I'm guessing the Overseer likes the idea of cheaper stone, right?
Where's the scene of the accident?
It didn't happen on the main site. It was at the outbuilding next to the church, right under the long stairs before the entrance door. Ask my assistant who's in charge there. You'll easily recognize him. He dresses up like he owns the place. Good luck to you.
but I didn't want to upset the old woman by chasing him for it.
It's better never to lend money to kin. It's always a nuisance.
That's just what I said to her. Never hear the end of it if I didn't lend him the coin.
I'd like to have seen that. Well, at least he paid it back in the end.
He did, but I said he might throw in a drop. Isn't that God's truth?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
My pleasure.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They
I'm
said
hungry. I'd like a
they
bite to
could not
eat.
sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well.
Here.
Thanks.
Enjoy it.
Bottoms up.
As you wish.
God be with you, good sir.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should
Any
say
chance
so.
of a bite to eat?
For the third time this month, they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
I'd like a beer.
What do you need Quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Pleasure.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
The good neighbours.
Ale
There's always time for some dice. Let's see what you can do.
May the Lord watch over you.
Here. All right, all right. There. Satisfied?
May the best man win.
Pour me an ale.
That's it.
It's got some crazy looking dice.
Ooh.
A tankard here.
Look at this crap.
We'll see.
One ale.
Here you are, and good health. Certainly, I'll fetch it
This'll
right
be the
away.
one. Now I'm for the chop.
Sod this. Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
I might as well go and...
Here you are,
Christ, I'll have to get my own
good
ale.
health.
Over here. I'd like to order.
This'll be the one. I don't believe it!
Hey, where's my ale?
Here you are, and good health.
It's really going my way today. This'll be an easy win.
Wow.
This'll be the one. I shouldn't have pushed it.
Hey, where's my ale?
A tankard of ale for me.
Coming.
Just didn't mean to roll again.
Here, enjoy it.
Well, that might have costed me, because now the computer's going to do some magical. I'm going to pull all kinds of rolls out of
Should
my
I,
butt and win.
shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Here, just as you ordered. I've only got 2 hands.
To the women. God bless her.
There. Satisfied?
How about a bit of
This'll
grub?
be the one.
Here, enjoy it.
That's it. What the hell's with these damn dice?
You're off to a good start.
No point in pushing it.
Really? Really? Couldn't give me a single snake eye.
I'll be
Pour me an
Alright,
ale.
that was the longest game ever.
I'll bring it right away.
So, what did I get out of that? Anything? Did
How
I
are you,
win?
Henry?
My pleasure.
Well, Master Painter, are you still short of coin?
Yes, unfortunately. And my offer still stands. Don't you want to buy something? Or throw a few dice?
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Take care now.
Treasure map, huh? Don't you owe me money?
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
What do you say to this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
One beer for me.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Ale as usual. Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
I've heard you have nice girls here.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
Oh. 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 Looking for something around here?
Who's there?
Let's go talk to Mr. Bayfire.
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Ow!
Here, just as you ordered. Here we are.
Skalit's priest.
Got it for you right here.
The Skalit's priest died.
You look pleased.
Well, here you are, and good health.
I'm telling you, the kingdom of God is upon us. Just think about it. In Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Well, crap.
What are you doing, creeping around like a footpad? Everyone has to carry a light at night.
On the May the 20th, receipt of payment for decorating the Church of Lucius. Mature azurite form ready for a brush and mineral of cinnabar. Shall be used for making a pigment possessing a red hue. Well, I guess time to use savior shops. I'm gonna break into it, might as well take the crown. Well, the only thing that's here is that book, in which it said they got a shipment.
I pray to God the worst is over. I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Who's in charge of purchasing materials for the construction?
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery, but those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the quality of stone. They had the red stone delivered from a long way off.
They take care of storage as well?
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away. The construction is in full progress.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Yeah!
God be with you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
I see. You can't because you don't have any. And you don't have any because you're selling it out the back door, eh?
Suppose I was. I don't see what business it is of yours.
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the Royal Hetman Radzig Kobyla, and you've got yourself mixed up with a counterfeiting gang?
Counterfeiters? Meaning what?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop. They need the quicksilver to make fake groschen.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Farewell.
We gotta move our new found stuff to the horse so it can be found.
Yeah.
One beer for me.
I'm here, right? I think so. Need to go farther down, closer to the church.
Greetings. What business have you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care.
Interesting place you're staying at here, Master Piper.
God save you, Henry.
It's the bailiff's house.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Have you got a bed for the night?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you are.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is. Farewell.
That's what he always says. Haven't seen any clouds yet. Alright, we got so much stuff going on at once. We've got the whole town brick thing that I kind of started on accident. We have going to check out the Rapota thing at the tree, and we've got the engraver thing, which leads to a whole nother ball of wax. I think we'll do the engraver though.
Yeah.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
He owes me money.
Naturally. Dice or boozing, was it? Pray do tell.
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy. Here you go. I'll dock his wages.
Thank you, Master. You're most kind, but I'd rather get it from him myself.
If you think he'll have anything to give, please yourself. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
May the Lord watch over you.
Hey, Goodman. A word with you.
God damn it, horse, where are you?
Looking for a job?
Pebbles, pebbles, pebbles. I whistled 5 times. You really have to do better, Pebbles. You are not the best horse in the world. And while I have a special place in my heart for you, you could easily be replaced.
Yeah.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'd like to know more about the kidnapping.
God bless.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
You're trying to haggle with me? Have you forgotten who I am?
I won't let you push me around.
What, you mean the way you aren't being pushed around by the kidnappers? You'd be more convincing if you weren't shaking in your shoes.
Jesus Christ, will this never end?
Now talk.
They found me in the tavern one evening, caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say.
Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapota waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. They have to be replaced regularly.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. God be with you. Good day, Henry.
Are you Rapota by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Where the...
Sakra! The bastard got away. Oh well, maybe I'll catch him at that chapel the overseer was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. You're dead. Raise the alarm! Watch it! Hey, all of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Raise the... Is that all you've got?
Ow! What the hell was that? Fucker! No, kurva! What's the matter? Come on!
Come here, lily liver.
All that combat.
Ow! Ow! Yeah!
Shit. When did I last save? Oh crap, it's gonna be all the way back at the orbital. Overseer, Overlord, one of those things. Or no, I slept. So I would have seen Master Jesse.
God be with you.
How goes the work, man?
Getting there.
What are you doing here?
You're in an engraver.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you've got quite a lot.
He shares...
Jesus Christ.
Do remember...
What's he like?
I
don't really know.
Recent. In any case, what?
Something like that.
May I ask what?
He owes me money. Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy. Here you go. I'll dock his wages.
Thank you, Master. You're most kind. But I'd rather get it from him myself.
If you think about your...
Does Florian have any...
A man's...
A woman from
the harpy.
Do you have any idea?
She was...
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
think I'm gonna go over to the tree thing and cut down the number of bad guys there, in case I end up having to go back there. Because Florian, or not Florian, what's his name? Rapota shouldn't be there right now, I think. And so it should just be the archer and the armored guy. I might do this mounted combat style.
Now I've got you. You'll pay dearly for shooting. You're dead. I've got you, you dog. You'll soon be sorry for shooting. Gone weak at the knees, have you? You'll get what for. Stop, hear me? Stop! I give up.
Wait. Better wounding arrows, stone. Alright, there should just be an archer over there now. which should be a relatively easy kill. That would be considered robbing. Screw it.
So, from the beginning. The sun sets out. Good day to you. Take care now.
I think this Gambelson's better than the Gambleson I have. doesn't have the wealth for all that.
May the Lord watch over you. God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here you are, with a little top-up.
Well now, thank you very much.
Good day to you. May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Okay, Stuart Gambleson is 9 defense. The Anakin Gambleson is 10. Three, 7, 11. 3, 6, 9. gonna stop at a town, get some repairs, and sell the remaining stuff. And I'll talk to Florian and catch the weasel. And I think that will probably end this particular episode.
My respects to you, sir.
God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
What do you say to this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Farewell.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Alright, just for
Good luck.
the sake of checking, what do you have in stock? Blue's kind of nice too. Oh, that's an outer jacket that gives even more defense. Holy crap, that thing's expensive though. The Talmberg Waffenrocks are pretty nice, but I like the extra protection that I get from the jacket. If I was wearing plate, this one would interest me a little bit. is what I'm wearing already. That one is really nice. It reminds me of what our good lord in Talmberg wears. But yeah, quite expensive. And I need all my money for my future city. Ah, there's our buddy.
God be with you.
You look quite sprightly.
What?
My name's Henry.
And what do you want?
Straight to the point. Don't bother.
I can't say it.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another.
And do you really think that's going to help?
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen.
What, so I'm to go search?
I know where they keep...
You're trying to haggle with me?
I won't let you...
What, you mean the way you...
Jesus Christ.
Now talk.
They found me in the...
They?
Yes.
And then what?
They explained what...
I'm guessing that didn't go...
It wasn't all that.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever...
What does that mean?
He watches me.
So he's there now?
Hard to say.
All right.
Why?
Because we have...
I have my doubt.
How did you hand over?
Rapiter wait...
And did they let you?
Yes.
So at least you know she...
Who knows?
More a punch died?
They wear out over...
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad...
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Take care now.
Are you Rapiter by any chance? No, but I'm hoping to change that. It'll only take a moment. I know you buy quicksand.
It seems there's no...
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
God be with you, Henry.
No, I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I'd prefer you just kill me here and now.
An honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad of the gallows.
Sasso, huh? Hey, buddy. Alright, so that should be a nice tidy place to end this episode at. Again, appreciate you guys watching. If you like this episode, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, peace.